Hi, I'm Grace Street from Administrative Consultants Incorporated. Today I have my review on millennial and age-related research findings for the Hodson Company. Now, the Hodson Company gave me a task, which was to find out why the millennial market would be a target market for this company. My objectives for today will be to present you guys with an overview of the millennial generation, to identify why this generation is a perfect and ideal target market, to compare millennials to baby boomers, to compare millennials to Gen X, to suggest ideas on how to effectively market and reach this generation, and finally give an overall summary of my recommendations. First off, who are the millennials? Well, a millennial is anyone born between 1977 and 2000. However, this is up for much debate as generations are sometimes not marked clearly. 3 million of the American population are classified as millennials. This generation also has the highest college attendance to boast. This generation also needs to be constantly stimulated and engaged with by brands. They're in a fast-paced generation who wants things to be accessible, readily available, and easy. This generation also tends to be a frugal generation, seeing as they saw the collapse of the housing market. They will roommate with others and look for Ubers instead of ambulances even nowadays. And they'll only invest in things that will bring value to their life through like experience and stuff. They're more likely to invest in, let's say, skydiving than they would be a new pair of shoes. Very interesting. Advantages of the target market. Now this generation will be a great target market. We've already established that 3 million Americans today are millennials. So you already have a very large pool of consumer revenue. This generation is expected to increase annual income to $3.4 trillion, which is even more monetary value than the baby boomers contributed. They're incredibly loyal to brands relevant within pop culture. So if you're more interested in pop culture and your brand can follow that, millennials will be a great target market. And lastly, they're interested in active, charitable, and environmentally conscientious brands. So by doing this, you do your company a whole lot of good, and you're bringing in a lot of revenue from a great target market. Next, differences between millennials and baby boomers. 81% of millennials will frequently shop online, whereas 65% of baby boomers will shop the same. Both generations invest less in physical products, cars, shoes, like I mentioned earlier, and more in experience. However, as the baby boomers age, they're investing more in healthcare than the millennials are. Millennials are also more supportive of human rights campaigns, such as gay marriage and transgender rights, than of the older generation. How each generation uses time making a purchase is our major factor of difference between the baby boomers and millennials. Millennials are connected with convenience and accessibility. They value their time quite often. Retired baby boomers have time to weigh their purchases and will take time to see the pros and cons of that. Next, differences between millennials and Gen X. Physical marketing approaches, print, radio, and television ads work well with reaching Gen X, but only 1% of millennials say they respond to that kind of media. Social media and cultural following. Millennials are swayed more by pop culture and what is in nowadays. Generation X, on the other hand, is less concerned with fads. 40% stay with the same brand for many years. And finally, reaching the generations. Millennials recognize and trust a brand with strong social presence. Gen X, however, responds well to personalized communication and customer service. So sending out personal emails will get them to respond better, but sending out a blast tweet may reach millennials. And lastly, marketing to the millennial generation. Social media and blogs are more effective than print advertising. As we said, only 1% respond to that. You can use social media to gain a collective following, stay relevant and fresh, and engage with that target market. So it's a very useful tool. So I have some suggestions for how the company can use social media. You can do social media by commenting on posts, private messaging between that market, and hosting live Q&A. Even little things such as using emoticons are something that the millennial generation will really vibe with. So, my overall recommendations for the company are: reconceptualize your brand to conform to some of the qualities that millennials value. Eco-friendliness, rights, all those things will really get the brand together. Next, build relationships and stay relevant through the millennials' favorite platform, social media. Innovate new ways to advertise to a generation that does not respond well to traditional ads. It's going to take a lot of innovation and creation, but hopefully we can find a different way than traditional print and television ads to reach millennials. And lastly, make your product more accessible and readily available. By doing this, you'll get to frequent more customers of that base. These are my recommendations for the Hodson Company. I hope you find them useful. Thank you.